Hey everybody, how you doing? Mark here. Out for a little ride before heading into work. And I am going to tell you right now what you're thinking. You're thinking, one, Mark, this is supposed to be a hiking video. Why are you route riding? And two, why are we on the left side of the bike instead of the right side of the bike? Because normally I have you over here. It's because things change, guys. Always. Things always seem to change. And that's kind of why I have you on that side, is just to symbolize the change. If you guys know, if you've been around the channel and watched my last few videos, you know that things have changed in my life. I now have a full-time job. I have realized that I cannot rely on YouTube as a sensible source of income. I need a little bit more. You know, don't get me wrong, I enjoy making the videos and all that, but I need a more stable income. You know, I can't live on $100 every couple of months, okay? I tried, I really did. But the channel just has not grown the way I like to see it. So I had to go out and get a full-time job. Now, being that I have not had a full-time job in many, many years, my body's not used to it. I'm not used to standing on my feet 8 hours a day. I'm not used to lifting heavy items and stuff like that. So, off the first week and a half, my legs hurt. My hands hurt. My back hurts. You know, I'm hoping that I can get used to it. I'm hoping that my body gets into shape quickly. But for now, I think I'm just going to have to rely on motorcycle vlogging style videos. I don't think I'm going to be able to use the energy to get out on a hike and stuff like that. And then because of my schedule, because of the hours I work, I'm not home for dinner anymore. So I'm not cooking meals. You know, I get up in the morning, I have a bowl of cereal. For lunch, maybe I'll make a sandwich and some chips or something like that. I really don't cook for those meals unless I'm like out camping or something. And so yeah, my cooking videos are really going to diminish. So I think the change that you guys are going to see is that my channel is going to primarily become a moto vlogging style channel. At least for a while. Maybe once my body gets into shape and my hands aren't hurting, my legs aren't hurting, my feet aren't hurting, my back isn't hurting, maybe at that point I could say, okay, now I can go out for that hike, you know, or maybe I have the energy during one of my days off during the week to actually cook a meal. You know, it's just all going to be dependent on time. So that is the extent of the changes going on in my life and how it's going to affect the channel and the content that I put out. Now, being that the channel is primarily going to become a motorcycle channel for a while, I do already have all the rustic roads made up that I did during the 8-day moto camping trip that I did this past summer. All those videos are made and scheduled to be released at their due time. And I'm not going to go through and redo those scheduled videos. So you can at least count on a video like this, a vlogging video, every other week or maybe a couple times in a row to replace that hiking and cooking video that I'd always put out. I've also been thinking that maybe I can remake some of my older maintenance videos, you know, the oil change, the coolant change, you know, just all that other stuff. I even had, during my hiking trip, I had my blinker bulb go out, and I already replaced it. I mean, it was not much of anything to replace, you know, it's taking off the little cover, take out the bulb, put the new one in, and put the cover back on. But in the package you get 2 bulbs. Well, why do I want to have another bulb just sitting around? So I'm thinking about making a quick little video and use that second bulb and show how I change out a blinker bulb. I mean, it'd be a whole whopping, you know, 5-minute video. But that's something I can do. I will also tell you that because of this new income that I have been bike shopping. You know, Jen still makes enough to pay all of our bills, but my income is basically more for playing with, saving up for stuff. I have a couple of large house items to take care of in my first couple of paychecks. We need a new refrigerator. Our current one is crapping out on us, so we need to replace that. We had a heat wave come through here where we had 100+ degrees, and yeah, just this year we ended up hitting like 105. I know, that 105, that's nothing. I live where it's 800 billion degrees. Yeah, I get it, okay? For Wisconsin, 105, that's pretty hot. And our refrigerator could not keep up. We do not have central air in our house. We have to rely on like window air conditioning units. And we have 2 of them to just cool off the downstairs of the house. And when it's 100 degrees, it's like 85 in the house. That's as cold as we can get it. And our refrigerator was not doing well. The ice in the freezer had melted into water. The items in the refrigerator were warm-ish. So yeah, it just couldn't do it. So I'm thinking that a new refrigerator, something that's more efficient, something that seals better. Primarily that's the main purpose of replacing it, is because the seal around our current refrigerator, around the door, that seal is ripping apart. So a lot of the cold air just seeps right out. So it's just little stuff like that. Jen has a check engine light that comes on, and we need to get that looked at. I'm sure it's just an O2 sensor that needs to be replaced. The air conditioning in my 2017 Dodge truck, I should say Ram truck. It's no longer Dodge. But the air conditioning went out. I don't know what's going on with it. I haven't looked into it yet. It's actually been kind of nice. I don't need air conditioning. So yeah, just stuff like that. I was going to take up my first few paychecks. But after that, I'm going to start saving up money for a new used bike. One of the reasons I'm looking for a new bike is I want something a little newer. There's absolutely nothing wrong with Angel. You know, I'm not having any mechanical problems with her or anything like that. But, you know, she's, well, next year she'll be 17 years old, got well over 80,000 miles on her. And I get worried, especially when I go out for those long trips. You know, is she going to still make it? She hasn't given me any signs that she won't make it, but I still have those thoughts in my head. So I've shopped around a little bit. I found something that I like. It's relatively inexpensive compared to other makes and models from the same manufacturer and other manufacturers. So I'm hoping to get something around 2017 or newer. That's what I have in store for maybe the next year. Some maintenance videos, maybe a new bike. Of course, with a new bike comes new purchases. You know, I have to dress it up and make it the way I like it. You know, make sure that it rides the way I want it to ride. You know, I might have to change out the handlebars and change out the foot levers to be where I want them, and just stuff like that. If you guys ride bikes, you know what I'm talking about. I am not that type of person that sits there and gets into the pecker contest of, oh, I need to have the 200 horsepower, you know, 195 cc engine and have to go from 0 to 90 in the speed of a fart. I don't get into that kind of stuff. I want a comfortable ride and something that's pretty reliable. And I've had that with Angel. But like I said, getting a bike, it's not absolutely for certain. I mean, maybe I'll take this new income and just dress up Angel a little bit. Get her to, you know, replace her shocks, replace the seat. You know, just something like that to make it a more comfortable ride. You know, after 17 years, or almost 17 years, you know, I'm sure the seat foam has broken down a little bit. You know, I don't really care for the shocks that are on these bikes because you have to keep them filled with air, and to me that's just a pain. Oh, bump. So yeah, I could just take my extra income now and just dress up Angel, fix her up a little bit, improve her. Or I can just buy a new bike. Or another bike. Alright, well, I'm going to let you guys go here. I got a little time before I need to go to work. So I'm just going to continue riding around a bit. So always believe you can go out for that ride. Always believe you can go out for your hike. Always believe you can cook that new dish and try that new food. And always believe, heart, soul, mind, and body in yourself. Bye, guys.